Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to design the chat dialog box. So we're going to replace that after the sign up screen. So let's select these first 3 frames together and move them to the left. Now in this space here, we can take our frame and choose the same iPhone screen we're using. So we're going to rename this as chat page. Select the frame and also add your columns from the design system. So let's take a frame the same width and the height to 60 and the background fill to our global color, which is this blue, and take it up, snap it there. So let's go to our phosphor icon from our plugins and search for the navigation arrow, which is going to be the back arrow. And make use of this. Now take it and put it inside the frame. And update the fill of the icon to white. And make sure it's aligned to the center of the frame. You can bring it towards the edge of the column. So we're going to take a text and write search pay, and the size of the text should be 16 medium from the design system. Take it and put it inside the frame and make sure you align it to the center of the frame and update the fill to white. So now let's take your frame, hold down your shift key and draw a square and give it background fill of dark from our global color and update the corner radius to 50% and reduce the dimension to 70 by 70. Duplicate this text, Alt key, drag down and update the text to just SP. Take your text and put it inside the frame. Now select the text and increase the size to 24 from our design system. And align it to the center of the frame. Alright, let's scale it down to 60. And align it to the center of the frame as well. Now let's duplicate this text again and update the text to we typically reply within minutes. So update the color back to dark and the font weight, font size to 12 medium. and align it to the center of the frame. So make a duplicate of this text and update it to hi. Please let us know how we can help you. Now update this text to 10 regular. Take it there and also align it to the center of the frame. Alright, now let's take a text and just write the month the person is chatting. So we're in December, we'll write December. Alright, Shift plus A to add auto layout to it and change the height to 5. So select the frame and give it corner radius of 15 and change the background fill to our global color. So let's say the person is starting at so date of the month, so you just put the random date. Alright, so now take the frame and keep it somewhere around there, edge of the no. Great. Now duplicate this frame and update the text inside to hello, comma, how can we help you today? Alright, so now beside this frame we're gonna have our logo there, so you can scale the logo down to 40 in dimension. Select the text inside the logo and also take it down to 16. Bold and align it to the center of the frame. Alright, so select the frame to the right and bring your logo to the left side of it in your frame like this. Let me zoom in. This is still big. Let's take it down to 30. And also update and bring it somewhere around there. So you can also update the text inside to 14 bold. Roboto. And align it to the center of the frame. So we'll have something like that. So let's take a text and write here with this a response from the board. Say just now. Alright. Now select this text and go and take it down to light. Put it somewhere around there. Okay. So The next thing we are going to do is to now list the services we have that will enable the user to select automatically for a reply. All right, so now let's duplicate this frame and bring it down so that we can use it for the things we want to list here. So we're going to update the first text to, let's say, KYC issue. All right, so and we're going to update the text to medium. Okay, so make another duplicate again. Say log issue. All right, login issue. Another one again. Conversion issue. Another one again. Deposit delay. Another one again. Update it to transfer / withdrawal. Another one again. I have another issue. Okay. Another one again. Name change. Another one again. Shipping. So we're done with things like this. So this will just enable the user to, select based on the, issue they have to log or to open the chat. So now we're going to select all of them together and update their background fill to this. We're going to reduce the opacity to 50%. Now we'll arrange them accordingly. So we'll have the log issue, the KYC, and the name change to be in the same alignment. All right. Then you select the three together and distribute their horizontal spacing. And leave the spacing to 10. So you can group them together. So let's go to the next set, conversion, deposit, and group them together as well. Remember to also make it 10, their vertical, just horizontal spacing, and snap them somewhere around there. Okay, so we need to add one more, which is deliveries. Very important, please. So we'll bring that one, the shipping, the delivery, in the same alignment as well. Select them together, and also distribute their vertical spacing, the horizontal spacing to 10. Sorry, and group them together. Then this one can come to the last. So now select the three of them and align them to the left. Then their vertical spacing to 10. So now you can group them together and rename complaint for chart list. Okay. So now let me zoom out a bit so that we can see it clearly. Alright, so we are done with that. Now we'll come here, select this chart icon, this, and align them together. Then we group them together. Select this one and this one too, and group them together. Now this group and this one, select them together and they are spacing to 10 as well, and align them to the left and also group them together. Now select these three together and distribute their vertical spacing to 10 as well and group them together. So you can take it up, select the upper frame and this group, and also distribute their vertical spacing and leave it to 15. Right, so this group, take it up a bit, you zoom out, you should have something like this. If user type, their message should now appear and they will not be able to continue to chat. So I take this down a bit and leave it somewhere around there. So you can give the Y position to 612. Alright, so we're done with the chart overlay. So now what we're going to do is to connect it to the chart icon. So I'll zoom out and take it up a bit and go and bring in the other 3 pages close to it. So you can drag and select them all, or hold down your shift key to select and take them to that side. Alright, so now let's connect the prototype for the chart overlay. So if the user tap on the chart, this overlay should replace this screen. So that is what we are going to do. So we zoom out a bit and navigate back to our prototype. Then the chart icon, you connect it to this frame, change the navigate to open overlay and the center to manual. Alright, so this manual, we want it to be positioned exactly at this page like this. So you want it to always flip back the page like this. Alright, so that is what you want, and you leave it there. Then go come here, select the icon that will enable the user to close the overlay and add interaction to it, and change it to close overlay. So that is done. So let's preview to see the results. So if user tap on chat now, you can see the chat dialog box has opened and they can go back to the previous screen. Now what you are going to do next, since we have this chat icon across all the screens, so we're going to make a duplicate of this one that has an overlay and paste it to any screen we see the chat. So let's do that. So now we're going to copy this frame that has the overlay. Come here, delete this one and replace with it. Okay, so let's select this frame and see if the overlay is working here. So if I tap here, you can see it's working fine. So you're going to do that across all the screen. So anywhere you see the chat icon, replace it with the one that has the overlay. So I'll make sure you position it exactly where the other one was, and also make sure it's inside the frame. In the next lecture, we're going to design the preloader and round up the app design project. See you next lecture.